Grand Rising to all. I hope you all having a great and prosperous day so far. Thank you for all your support. Many blessings to you. I was just sitting here thinking about how when you go through some of your most challenging times in life, you a lot of people sit back and they enjoy seeing you suffer. And a lot of that is a detriment to their mentality. Their mentality is not always there. When you have people who enjoy seeing you suffer so much, they get a kick out of it. You know what I mean? You might not ever hear from that person unless you will go through something horrible and they want to reach out then. But for a lot of people in this world, you have to literally be disregarded and thrown away for you to be able to learn, first of all, to get that true connection with God and learn how to accept yourself. A lot of times you are forced and you are pushed into learning how to value your self-worth and knowing who you are. A lot of times it's painful experiences that you go through that get you to the point where, look, I have to start to put more focus on me and what I want my life to be in. Not as much so focus on everything else. And I remember going through some trying times and how people would sit back and laugh and joke, like, you know what I mean? Like people knew that a certain situation was ending, and people moving and everything was going on, and I didn't have much. And I never forget that somebody that was supposed to be a friend of mine asked me, did I need something? And I said, yeah. I might need, didn't have really much in there, a little couch or dress or something. Because, situations happen and people move or whatnot. And I'll never forget the reply I got. When I said I needed something, they replied with LOL. Like, I had several people that people laugh at your pain. And a lot of that, it forces you to accept who you are, learn how to love you, get that relationship with God. A lot of y'all out there, a lot of people out there are pushed and disregarded and casted out, and they don't even understand what's going on. But that's what it is. It's pushing you. It's to push you closer to God. And once you get closer to Him and you learn how to accept yourself and who you are, you no longer are fixated or focused on who loves you and who wants to be a part of your life and who loyal to you, because you have that undeniable love and loyalty you get from the Most High God, and you learn to trust yourself. You learn not to be so codependent on other people's love. Whatever you don't receive, you have enough for yourself to give it to you. And a lot of times you have to be disregarded and thrown away in order to learn how to accept you for you and learn how to get that relationship with God and get to yourself. It's a painful experience, but like I say, it's the best thing possible for you. And a lot of people go through that. You don't know what's going on. You're emotional. You're confused. It's like everything is happening at once. Everybody wants to come at you at once. Everybody wants to gossip. Everybody wants to be disrespectful. Everybody wants to take other people's words for it. Everybody wants to side with that person against you. People just really went out their way. A lot of people are just greedy. They don't care about nothing. It's all about a dollar bill. They disguise and wear masks their whole life. And when you figure it out, it disgusts you. It really disgusts you. You don't want to be hateful, but you are so disappointed in a lot of people that what their intentions was. A lot of people used you just for their benefit. You were used as an energy source and a benefit to others. And a lot of people have to come to grips with that. You were used. You were used. You were disrespected and disregarded. And you had to learn how to gain the self-respect for yourself, not to let people walk all over you. And you had to learn how to love you unconditionally and never depend on nobody else's love anymore. That's a harsh reality that you had to come to. And in the end, you'll see that, man, you would never think going through the things that you go through, how you gonna come out in the end. You understand what I'm saying? Your enemies a lot of times are used to push you ahead, and they don't even know it. You know what I mean? They used as a part of the story to get you to the end, to get you to where you need to be. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of your enemies were used for. You know what I mean? And I think it's a blessing to know that now that you have that relationship that you should have with God. You know what I mean? Nobody loves you. You know He does, and He runs everything. So you can't lose. But for all you children out there, for all you young people, and even adults in your life that was dropped off at Madilla's house, that has dropped off at a friend's house, that has dropped off at all these other people's houses, where other kids touched you, grown-ups touched you, and everything else happened to you, I sincerely apologize and I pray for you, because that's a lot of kids that go through that, and you might try to tell your mama or your dad, and they don't even disregard it. Somebody out there made sure that they passed every bit of trauma onto you, and it's like you saw your mom or your grandma, you saw what they've been through, and you saw what they went through, and you felt for them, and you rock with them. Anybody that hurts that person, you would go out on a limb and want to hurt somebody for them. To see people go through their most challenging times, and then for them to not try to heal themselves to the point where they can protect their children, they often just pass it on. Like I say, they pass on trauma. They don't pass on blessings. And I think that's sad for children to be touched on by other people and grown-ups over another person's house that they supposed to be feeling safe at, and their mom just disregarding them and leaving them there. You know what I mean? Anytime somebody knows that you were molested by somebody, and every time that person come in town, they at that person's house, everybody over there chilling with that person, but you don't want to show your face because that person touched you, what does that say about the rest of the people over there at that house that's around that person? They don't care. And that's the sad part about it. When it don't affect that person, they don't care. Pretty much sums up this world. But I thank y'all for all y'all support, man. God bless y'all.